Hi, this is Kirk, the bariatric carnivore. When did getting healthy become quackery? Well, I can give you a specific date, 1910. That's when a major billionaire tried to stick his nose into America's healthcare system. His name was John D. Rockefeller. This is way before Bill Gates was getting involved in healthcare of late. For some reason, very rich people like to get involved in our healthcare. He did. And John D. Rockefeller may have been one of the richest men of all time. His net worth was estimated over $200 to $400 billion. Most of his money was made in oil. But he was expanding at the turn of the century, about 1900, and discovered that there was a lot of money that could be made in pharmaceuticals. There's one problem. Doctors mostly were engaged in holistic health, which meant that they were often prescribing herbal medicines and lifestyle changes as a way of getting people healthy and getting them out of the system. And that wasn't going to work for John D. Rockefeller because he needed a standardized system where all the doctors would be prescribing his medicines that he was creating, giving him profit. What's interesting about that is John D. Rockefeller was actually a big believer in one of the worst forms of quackery, which was homeopathic medicine, which is just absolute nonsense. But he believed in it. But he inflicted allopathic medicine. That's kind of the algorithmic type of medicine that we have today, where doctors just follow a list of symptoms, give a prescription, and solve the problem. The problem is it doesn't work. I mean, frankly, you look at what's going on. 50% of America has some sort of chronic disease. Most of those are caused by lifestyle. Smoking, drinking, our eating habits, how we sleep, lack of exercise, etc., cause or exacerbate most of the healthcare problems that we have in the United States. And it's expensive. 85% of all healthcare dollars go to the payment for chronic diseases, most of which could be solved if people would change their lifestyle. You're paying a lot of money for this stuff, but you don't have to. Frankly, you can get the heck out. And when you do, you save a bunch of money because you don't have to pay for regular health insurance. Just get a catastrophic policy that will cover you in case of real medical emergency. But for the most part, just get the heck out. Start taking care of your own health because the medical profession, the healthcare professionals that we're counting on are not going to get you healthy. They're not trained for it. They think that chiropractic, naturopaths, using herbs, diet, and lifestyle is flat out quackery because that's how they were trained. Why were they trained that way? Because of John D. Rockefeller and his minion who he hired to create this system. His name was Fletcher. And Fletcher's job was to create a report for Congress that showed that we had this grave problem, that there wasn't a standardized one-size-fits-all medical system for the United States. And he helped create the monopoly that's called the American Medical Association. Everybody had to get their stamp of approval. They changed all the training. They got rid of all the naturopathic, holistic view of health and turned everything into the only solution is another prescription or a procedure. And as a result, our health has been declining ever since. And that's a problem. But you don't have to participate. You don't have to be part of that system. Recognize it for what it is. It's a sick, psychotic system that is behaving with a complete disregard for your health. If you go to your doctor trying to get healthy, you're going to the wrong spot because they're not trained in how to get you healthy. They are trained to give you a prescription for a particular symptom, but they're not looking at how all these things integrate together. There are some doctors that have broken from that system, that have done their own studies, but they're often considered quacks by their peers, because the system is psychopathic and it is not looking for in a way to make you healthy. Recognize it. And once you embrace that, you can get out of the system and start having to realize this. It's a horrible realization. I'll grant you this. It's a terrifying idea. Once you realize that, my God, if I am going to get healthy, it's on me. I'm the only one who can get me healthy. And once you embrace that reality, you're ready to move forward. Because look, thankfully, yeah, we're all alone in this fight for our health, but we can all be alone in this fight together. There's a lot of great information out there. but you have to go out and look for it, and you have to break free of the system where you quit thinking of your doctor as the FOAC, the fountain of all wisdom and knowledge when it comes to your health, because frankly, they are not. They are not trained in how to make you healthy. They are trained to take care of acute illness. And if you start going to them when you have things like broken legs and appendix problems, or cancer or whatever you've got that's an acute injury, they're fantastic. They're the best in the planet. I have no problem with them. I'm not anti-modern Western medicine for acute illnesses. But if you're trying to get healthy, they're the wrong place to go because they don't know what the heck they're talking about. This is Kirk, the Bariatric Carnivore. If you like this message, if you want to be part of this tribe, please hit the like and subscribe button. The more people we get coming in, the more people will actually hear this message. That's the way the algorithm of YouTube land works. I try to put out a new message every single workday. I will talk to you tomorrow.